Hi guys, I'm Eco Chef Tom Hunt and I am the author of new cookbook Eating for Pleasure, People and Planet, which I'm super excited about. So I'm cooking you a few different recipes and techniques from the book. I've been on Instagram TV for the last couple of weeks during lockdown, doing a kitchen quarantine, making different recipes out of ingredients that you might just have in your store cupboards with a little bit of luck. So today I'm going to cook my favourite cookie, which is a rip-off of Tartine's, Chad Robertson's incredible chocolate salted rye cookies. But I'm doing a plant-based version using aquafaba. For those of you that don't know aquafaba, it is usually made with chickpeas. I'm going British and using Hobmadod's fava bean water, and it is a little bit of a miracle ingredient that can replace eggs in many different recipes. And with any luck, it will whip up just like a meringue, which is going to be the base for our cookies. Now, these are chocolate cookies, so it's all about the chocolate. And what better chocolate than bean to bar chocolate made by someone that you know. So, to start the cookies, I'm going to melt 250 grams of chocolate. I've got a little bain-marie set up. Got a tiny bit of hot water in here, but not too hot, because it will split the chocolate. Especially if we're not using cooking chocolate, the chocolate can split a lot easier. So it's good to be really careful with your chocolate, especially if you're using a high quality chocolate. I may not even need to put this back on the heat. Here's our aquafaba. So because normally with chickpeas, aquafaba is clear, with these fava beans, it's got like a creamy colour, which is totally fine. I'm just gonna see, now hopefully we've still got enough. We may not have as much as I would like for this recipe, which will mean some compromise, but hopefully it'll work anyway. But if you're at home, yeah, buy chickpeas if you can, otherwise any other product like this will work fine. Let's just check in on the chocolate. That's slowly melting. Oh my, come and get a close-up, Tam. Wow, isn't that just luxury? Wow, so I'm just stirring this very gently so not to make it split. And now I'm gonna leave this off the heat. I think there's enough heat in there just to finish off that melting. I'm gonna put the chocolate there so we can keep an eye on it. And then I'm gonna start whisking up the aquafaba. Now, I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. The cream of tartar isn't essential, but it just helps the aquafaba hold its structure and become like and it helps create like a moussey texture, but it should work without. And then I'm just going to whisk this for 6 minutes on high. Come and check it out now, and then we'll come back and have a look in a few minutes to see how it's getting on. Okay, so I've been whisking this for about 6 minutes now, and you can see it's started to form peaks inside, just like a meringue, using egg whites. I've just changed the vessel because the last one was too shallow, and I needed the aquafaba to be a little bit more contained so that it would whisk properly. Okay, so now I'm going to add our sugar. I'm using this unrefined sugar called Rapadura, or turbinado is another name for it. It is incredible. It's full of nutrients which are normally extracted, and it just tastes really delicious. Oh, bread's ready to turn. That's another recipe I've got going on in the back. So I'm just going to add a spoon at a time, or 1 or 2 spoons, and then I'm going to whisk that in. Okay, so there we are. I can't wait for you to see what this looks like because it's incredible. It's like a whole food meringue. So in here I've got 50 grams of rye flour, Rye flour is a remarkably delicious flour to combine with chocolate. There's just something about it that just works. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder to our flour and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Also the salt with the chocolate just works so well and brings out all of the amazing flavours of this Panamanian chocolate. I've got 30 grams of olive oil in there. So we're keeping this vegan, it's completely plant-based, same as the chocolate. And then here we go, check out this meringue. Wow. So here's our beautiful melted chocolate. In it goes. Delicious. Oh my. Oh my. This is just heaven. The chocolate's cooled down a little bit, which is good because if it was too warm, it might melt the rest of the meringue. Pop this over here. And I'm just going to give this a little mix. See that? Oh wow, look Tam, get a close up of this folding together. With the oil, the chocolate, the meringue, and the rye flour. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold this very gently until it's combined, trying to keep the air in the meringue that we spent loving time introducing with the whisk. And then I'm just gonna keep folding this. You can see it's starting to become a more consistent color as the chocolate and flour mix evenly throughout until it's completely combined. And then I'm gonna pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna bake it in the oven. Okay, so our cookie dough has been in the fridge for half an hour. It's set just enough so that we can spoon it out onto our baking tray. I've lined this baking tray with unbleached greaseproof paper. Do choose unbleached because it's better for compost. And then I'm just gonna spoon tablespoons of this mixture onto the tray, about 5 centimeters apart. So a nice little bit of salt on top, and that salt is really... Hey Lyra, Lyra wants to be heard. She's getting more and more vocal the older she gets. She's 10 months old now. There we go. So plenty of salt, and then in the oven. Our cookies are done, and they're huge. Okay, now I've just got to resist and let them cool down. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your cookies. Thanks very much.